So this is Skee from Tai Chi Alive, and in this video we're going to take what we've learned from the Wu Chi stance. We're going to take that and we're going to expound on it a little bit and really looking at using Wu Chi as a standing meditation and allowing it to where we can really get in contact with our body. We can actually feel where we have blockages in the body, and we can use it kind of as a barometer for our energy flow to see what's going on there. So this is going to be kind of an extension from the video that I presented about doing the Wu Chi posture. If you haven't watched that yet, I would encourage you to do so. And if you've watched it, then let's get going. All right, let's get going. So, if I'm sure you're already familiar with the Wu Chi posture, we're going to start in that position. If you are new here and you haven't seen the video I did on how to do the Wu Chi stance, I'd appreciate if you go back and it should be a little box coming up on the screen right now. You can just click back there, get familiar with that stance, practice it a little bit, and then come back and join us in this video. This video, what we're doing is we're taking that foundational stance, the Wu Chi stance, and we're going to use it as the basis for standing meditation. And for me, what was so incredible with Tai Chi and Qigong is I always had a problem just sitting and meditating. It was always difficult for me. When I found out that there was a way of standing and meditating, that really turned a light on for me. And then when I found out that you could actually move and meditate at the same time, like when we're doing Qigong, when we're doing Tai Chi, we are actually meditating as we're doing that. Then I was like, oh, this is great. So for people that are more geared towards moving or standing and meditating, this stuff is definitely for you. So we're going to go into our Wu Chi stance. That's right. I'm just going to go through real quick the checklist that I talked about. Head pulled up, tongue on the roof of the mouth, chin tucked down, a little bit bowed in the back, room under the arms, Chinese roof tiles, hips are turned in, knees slightly bent, head being pulled up by that golden thread, tailbone being pulled down by the rope, knees slightly bent, and weight evenly distributed into the feet and across the whole foot. Focusing on the lower dantian, focus on that balloon, inhaling, feeling the tummy expand, exhaling, contract. All right, so let's just do a couple breaths like that. Now you can do this stance when we do our meditation. If you want to have your eyes open, that's great. If you want to have them closed, it doesn't matter. But one thing to keep in mind, if you have them open, just pick a spot, maybe 5 or 6 feet in ahead of you, and then just have it unfocused. So don't, just allow your mind to kind of drift without having, we're here to relax the whole body. And we're going to relax the eyes too. So we'll just give the eyes a break. Okay. So let's start those breaths. Good. Okay, so now we're going to bring in the aspect of a meditation here. So I want you to come up, bring up the hands, kind of like a circle, like you're hugging a tree or a post. Now they would say, the Taoists would say that not are you, actually my dog's going crazy over there, but not are you holding a post or holding a tree, but you actually are that tree. You are the post. Okay? Totally relaxed in the shoulders, in the hands. I know we might tend to tense up a little bit, but just let it go. Just relax. Good. Keep that breath going. If you want to close your eyes, you can. If you want to keep them open. Again, the non-focused gaze. So we're just allowing the breath to do its work. And we're visualizing the weight as it sinks down. Keep holding that pattern, that circle. So now as you exhale, I'd like you to start to visualize that there are roots growing out of the soles of your feet. Every time you exhale, those roots are going to go deeper into the ground. They're going to get more intricate. They're going to branch out, become more intricate, thicker. Their tendrils are going to dig deeper and deeper into the ground. And we speak about the idea of centering the body, of grounding ourselves, getting out of that monkey brain, connecting to the earth, that great yin power. So as we exhale, energy is moving down all the way through the body, through the legs, down the feet, out of the feet, and into those roots. That's right. Keep breathing. So you pretty much have 2 points of visualization here as we're doing this. You have that balloon that you can see as you inhale, expanding and contracting. You could see the breath coming in through the mouth if you want to. See it moving down into that lower dantian, expanding. And as you exhale, it flows up the back, up the spine, and exits the top of the head. Inhaling through the mouth, expanding, exhaling, moving out. Same time, exhaling, all that weight is moving down the legs into those roots that are getting even deeper, more rooted, more stable. Very good. Okay, so now as we continue on this journey, you might notice that there's certain parts of the body that might start feeling a little maybe discomfort. Maybe might be a little shaking somewhere. Might be a little, whatever it might be. Just be aware of what's going on there. Where is it? Is it in the shoulder? Maybe it's nowhere at all, and that's great. Maybe it's in the legs. Maybe in the chest or the stomach. So we are going to perform acupuncture on ourselves. And the way that we're going to do this is that if you identify an area that's maybe feeling a little bit blocked, and that's really what we're dealing with here, is whenever you start feeling that sense of tension, maybe irritation, maybe a shaking or something, what that's telling you is that there's a blockage of energy in that spot. If you could imagine the body kind of like is same way that you would have veins, arteries moving through the body, you would have like pipes, okay, water flowing through the pipes. And maybe there's certain places in your body where those pipes are a little bit crimped. Maybe something's happened. They're just a little snag. Maybe they have a little bit of calcium buildup or something. And the chi is not flowing quite as smooth. It's getting caught up. And the object of our practice here is to get chi to flow nice and smoothly, efficiently, not to stagnate. So what I'd like you to do is, if you identify a spot that's feeling a little bit weird or discomfort, maybe feeling a little bit of tension, as you exhale, Just drop your weight a little bit and just nudge. If you can visually nudge that energy out of that spot and nudge it down the feet into those beautiful roots that you've created. Okay, so let's say you have it in the chest or in the arm, the shoulder. Just nudge it. Just gently coax it down the body, through the legs, and out into the feet. Is your tongue on the roof of the mouth? Okay, good. Obviously, it's a little hard for me to have my tongue on the roof of the mouth, because it would make talking a little difficult. But if you have it in your arms, if you're feeling, and it probably the more that we're doing this, the things are starting to come up that maybe weren't there. That's a part of the practice. So if you're feeling it in the arms, rather than pushing it backwards down the arm and down through the body, just push it out through the hands and through the fingertips. So if you're not feeling anything, if you feel just great, then you don't need to do the heavy breath. The breath should be, I usually accentuate my breath as a teaching tool, but the breath doesn't have to be heavy or hard at all. It can be super light and gentle. But when you're feeling that little bit of a clogging, the energy is kind of stagnant, that really helps just to kind of break it up a little bit and move it on its way. As it wants to leave the body. Energy wants to move. It wants to always be moving and always moving through the body. It's got places to go. It's the same with our emotions. Our emotions don't want to be trapped in the body. They want to be released. They want to go. All right? A couple more breaths now. Very good. Last now, I want the hands. Let them just rise up. And coming down, heavy elbows pulling down. Letting the hands come up again. And down. One more time. Coming up. And down. Now coming all the way up. Hands rising up and down. Very good. So that is our initial standing meditation using Wu Qi posture as the foundation. There's tons of other ones that we can get into. So I'll be presenting those in future videos. Best way to do this, I know because it's a little hard at first to do it. It was hard for me when I first got started with it. Just do a couple minutes a day if you want to. It'd be good to do it in the morning when you first get up. Do it in the evening before you go to sleep. Do 2 minutes. Set a timer. Do your thing and just check the body. Make sure how's the body. Where is the? If you're going to a acupuncturist or to a masseuse, it's also great to just 2 or 3 minutes stand in that posture. Wait until you pick up something. My shoulder's feeling a little weird, or I've got something going on in my back, whatever. Then those are the things that when you go to see your therapist, you say, hey, this was coming up when I was doing a standing meditation, and your acupuncturist will go right in there. They will, help that to move, to pass, as the acupuncturist, that's what they do, is they are unblocking where the energy's getting caught up. And your masseuse will just work it out too. So it's a great tool, not only for yourself, but also working with other therapists to help you really feel healthy getting free of any kind of, being caught up in the body. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's good seeing you, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.